Hello, this is my speech. Why the long face? A discussion of the mental state and history of horses. Horses, what are they? What are they really? Why do they exist? When do they exist? These are all questions that people have been asking ever since the dawn of mankind. But what they really should have been asking is, how are horses? From birth, we are taught about the wonders of horses. Everywhere we look, there are depictions of horses. In architecture, mythology, cinematography, video games, the list is endless. Horses are such a big part of everyone's everyday life, yet still, no one has asked the big question, how are horses? To answer this question, we must first understand the science and history of the modern horse. The horse, pronounced horse, or in Latin, equus, literally meaning large long-faced dog, is theorized to have been invented somewhere between the years 5000 BCE and 2020 CE. Historians are not quite sure when or where exactly the first horse was created, due to the massive amount of horse symbolism we have found spread over many thousands of years. In ancient Egypt, there is a massive statue of a being called the Sphinx, which is Egyptian for horse. In ancient Greece, during the Battle of Troy, a large wooden horse was built, the Trojan horse, which was used to invade and conquer the city of Troy. In ancient Rome, they built a hippodrome, a large building with the sole purpose of racing the strongest and finest horses against each other. And in the Middle Ages, the greatest of warriors, knights, rode horses. Kings, queens, and noblemen also all had grand steeds, many of which were decked out in armor and jewels. There are so many more examples, but you should get the gist. Horses may have even existed since the dawn of time itself, being worshipped and respected by every religion, culture, race, and creature. Horses are grand beings that are still respected with the same amount of sagacity as our forefathers. In modern times, we have many great horse-related things, such as horsepower, a unit of great power, horseshoes, which are widely considered to be lucky, and the workhorse, which is a term usually used to describe a particularly hard-working individual. Now that answers the question of what are horses and when are horses. Now it's time to talk about how are horses. The phrase, why the long face, is used as a question to someone that looks sad or unhappy. It originated in a small town in Yugoslavia called Knjiski Obraz, which roughly translates to horse-faced. The town, founded in the late 1700s by a famous guy, Frank Kudno, was named after the strange abnormality that occurred in every fourth male of the Kudno family, which gave them particularly long faces. Those affected by the deformity, which was later called Kudno's peril, were heavily belittled, bullied, butchered, and abused throughout their entire lives. In 1843, an Austrian reporter named Constantine was writing an article about the cultural difference between Austria and Yugoslavia. While doing some research, he discovered that there was a common saying in Slovenian that went, Zakaj, Ječov obraz tako dolg, ali imas tezavi, which translates to, why is your face so long? Do you have problems? The saying was later shortened to, why the long face, after Yugoslavians complained that it was too much of a mouthful to say. It is now a common saying in most English-speaking countries, and is said so often that most people don't even bother to look into the origin. Now we have answered the questions of what are horses, when are horses, and most importantly, how are horses? In conclusion, I'd like to leave you with some words of wisdom passed down through the ages. You should always remember to never flog a long-faced gift horse before the cart. Thank you very much. Whoa. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Whoa, that's kind of crazy.